everybody, I am back with another celebrity reading, and it's going to be Alex Murdaugh. Now, I know he's not a big time celebrity, but he's definitely becoming one based on the situations that's been happening. We're just going to take a sneak peek into his energy. And I can tell you right off the back, I felt this lawyer feeling. Like he's still at work, he's still at play, he is still at the law firm. It's like nothing has shifted for him yet. He is pleading his own case. He is the lawyer of his own case. He is giving tips and he's negotiating and he's telling the actual people, the lawyers, how to get certain things done for himself. So he's not in the role of himself, meaning he's not Alex. He's Alex the lawyer. And everything that he's dealing with right now and going through, it's like he's disconnected from those things because he's still the lawyer. So he's not Alex the man that got accused of this. He's not Alex the man who lost his child and his wife. Those are not things on the forefront right now. He's Alex the lawyer, and he's still trying to micromanage everything that is happening. I even just see like spit and foam coming out the mouth, just talking, talking, talking. It's something about the sword of his tongue. He has a tongue that is really the weapon, and that's the thing that's controlling the whole entire body. It's the tongue. So I think that's why he's in rehab right now. I had saw Freeze, Mr. Freeze, needing to unthaw. We gotta. He has to unthaw to be able to deal or see or be put into judgment. He can't be put into judgment right now. It's almost clear that he needs to be sober as possible to stand the trials of what he experienced, what he did, and what he went through. This is a breakdown right here. This is all about him seeing himself. This is a tower moment where actually the tower I would usually see is the tower that breaks off in the middle and flip over, and the top portion falls over. Sometimes I see towers where the whole building comes crashing down. I just seen a tower where he takes the rope and put it on the building and pull it onto him. So he has pulled this tower on himself. And within the next few months, there's going to be some shifts because that's what it's all about. It's not about what's happening today for him. It's about where he's headed and where he's going. In the next few months, we will be seeing him become more alive. He is going to feel the blood inside of his vein because he is unthawing. He is releasing. He is staying away from the old life so that he can wake up. So he's going through this awakening process of the flesh. And that's probably what the rehab is doing for him right now. Because it's almost like Spirit wants him to feel. He wants him to feel these feelings. So he's coming from a place of disconnect. But within the next few months, he will be feeling these feelings. And he mentally will not be able to walk away from what he feels because there's nothing helping him mask those feelings. So the feelings will be there. I got a lot of uncontrollable crying, shivering of the mouth, the lips. It's just something in his mouth and his chin. It's a lot of, that's where most of the aggression is at. Kind of like an alligator or something. Choppers. His mouth is a sword. His tongue is a sword. His tongue is his weapon. And he won't be mentally able to cut out those feelings and fears because he'll be unthawing. And even in the process of him unthawing and even him needing to accept that he can't let go of these mental thoughts, it's time for you to face what you're doing and what happened. He will be still working his own case. I know you see lawyers, but I have him working his own case. So let me dig in this right here real quickly for the next few months. Just want to look at that. Okay, so the foundation is breaking down in the next few months. We know that. He's being stripped. But the feelings is coming out. You should see more expressions. You should see more of a behavior happening. You should be able to see the effects of being disconnected in his life before this even happened. He won't be able to move away from these thoughts. These thoughts is going to be clear and loud in his brain. And he's going to try to use those thoughts to create some type of win. But we know that. That's what he do. He'll be fighting against his own thoughts. It's kind of like saying a person who thought of themselves riding a purple bike, and then you say to yourself, that's not true. That didn't happen. He'll be fighting against truths because that's how you win. You can win in a situation. He's done this many times before. He can take the truth and believe it in a different way. He can change reality in his brain, and those are the things that he'll be doing to try to fight his own case. Let's see what type of things he'll be working on too. So we know he'll be working in his mind, trying to take the truths and make them lies. But I'm kind of saying it wrong based on the way he thinks. He's taking the truths and making another truth. Work that out. I don't know. So when those things come up in the brain, he's going to take them and he's going to be the magician, and he is going to recreate the scene to win this case, to win his case, to win his world. Let's see what else he's going to be working on. In this area right here, it's going to be more hands-on. What else is he going to be working on? Oh, wow. He's about to play a mental game out this world. He's about to lead in leadership over the mindsets of himself and other people. This is manipulation and control on a different level. He is going to be working on the minds of everyone. So what did we learn about his overall messages? We just learned that he is stuck in a rut. We just learned that in the next few months he'll be unthawing, and he will be like a two-headed monster, and his mouth will be like a weapon, and he will be trying to change the minds of himself and everyone else. So I'm going to dig in just a little bit more to see what else we can find out. I just got him going through this awakening process, unthawing process, being able to feel little by little the water energy, the feelings is coming. Let's see what we need to know about him even more. I don't feel like he's scared right now. I feel like he's numb. Okay. Yeah. All this is in the mind. He has a lack of understanding over this whole entire situation. He believes that he's been treated unfairly, and he's actually trying to come out of this conflict. I do not have him accepting anything that has happened right now. This is not a situation where he lost. This is just a case that he's about to fight. He's passionate about moving away from these things. He's still believing he's going to win in this situation. He knows that law. He's trying to find a way to produce a better case. And he's having trouble finding it, but he is trying to find it. He's studying. He's teaching himself all over again. This is the fight of a lifetime. This is the biggest case he ever had. I have no feelings about anyone else. I don't have a care in the world for an actual person. I just got him working his case. I don't have any care here for people. Let's see. Like, what about Buster? He's alive. I don't have him caring about any people. No people at all. Not even thinking about the people. Only the case. Withdrawing from the chemicals that he's been on, learning to get feelings, and then I got him working this case and trying to change the narrative and trying to change the truth into something else. I don't have him focusing on the deaths. I don't have him focusing on any of that. He didn't want it to happen, but yet I got him thinking about it happening. He's definitely involved in everything. And I don't have him caring about anything but winning his own case. So I got here that he did not want these things to happen. This is not something that he wanted. And it's stuck in his head. And because it's in his head, he has these impulses to do things about it. He didn't want it to happen. He also feels like he deserved it, or he feels like he knew. This is a knowing of what happened, and don't want to go back to that feeling again. Let me try one more. He went hermit in this situation. When it comes to his children, when it comes to his wife, when it comes to his family, he did not want these things to happen, but he knew that it was going to happen. He almost feels like, not almost, it's deserving. He feels like he deserved it, like he knew it. This is a part of the blueprint. This was a part of the plan. He saw it coming. He saw it coming. He watched it. I have him looking at the things that happened, seeing it come to him. And he don't want to go back to that place. He doesn't want to think about it, of course. He's trying to disconnect from thinking about it, of course. He took the situation of his wife and child and went hermit. He got that stored in him, locked in him in an area. How did you see that coming? How did you know? Why do you feel like you deserved it, or it was deserving? He knew it. I got about 4 months in advance. 4 months in advance. He was enlightened by what was going to happen in this situation. I got him knowing things 4 months before it happened. I have him seeing things transpire little by little. The cup went from miniature to big. He saw these things coming, and he made an escape for himself so he wouldn't be present when it come. Yeah, definitely did that. He didn't want it to happen, but he knew that it was going to happen. And I got this feeling of it being deserving 4 months ago. And he made sure that he was out of the way. He may even wanted to flee a long time before it even happened, but he was restricted to stay around this situation. Now that makes no sense, because I got him in the crime and out the crime. I got him in the situation and I got him on the outside of the situation. I even got him looking at it, but feeling stuck at the same time. Let me try one more. And there go our tower that he pulls down on himself. See, that's the tricky thing about his tower. His tower does not break or bleed from the inside. He takes the rope and pulls the tower on himself. How about this? This is the last thing that he wanted to do. This is the last thing that he wanted to experience. This is the last thing that he wanted to happen. If there was a checklist on how to fix everything, and remember, I am still talking, it's in a talk of a lawyer. I just hear it that way. You go to one law to the next and to the next, and at the end of the day, then you have to leave the law alone, right? And that's how this feels. I didn't want these things to happen. I tried 9 different ways to make this go a different way. And then 4 months before it was done, I had to let it happen. I had to respect the blueprint of this situation. I saw it happen, I saw it coming, and I made sure that I was away from it. But at the same time, I was stuck in it. I could not completely leave. And that's what makes me feel like not either. You're in it and you're on the outside of it. It's almost like he stands there with the wife and the son. And he also holds the gun on the other side to the wife and the son. And then he watches it from a mile away about the wife and the son. I got him in every area. I got him in every last area. At the same time, I got him away from it. Just enough not to be seen. But restricted into the situation. This was a situation that he could not escape. But he was able to hide. And then that tower falls down. As he pulls it down, he said it's time to end. It's kind of like going through a lot of different situations in life, and he pushed a button. He dropped the nuke on the family. He pushed a button. Yeah, it's just like a Scarface moment right here. I had that type of Scarface feeling, like it's time to push the button. I did everything I could. But even though he knew things was crashing, he was still trying to support himself and cover himself and hide himself in the long run. Although he didn't want this to happen, this was the last option. This was the only option. This was the most deserving option. It still is in his head. We know that. All these things are still in his head. And he's having these erratic moments because of it. I got him definitely in it, on it, around it. This situation that he did not want to happen, this last straw, this last thing on the list, is still mentally bugging him out. He's trying to find another way or another opportunity to walk away again. I got a fugitive here in the brain. I got him hiding himself in the midst of the situation. And then I got him looking for another opportunity to walk away from the stresses of what happened. He's still trying to get out the loophole. Houdini. And I got some victory here too. Let me see what that's about. And we'll close up. What is the victory? It's a secret. What kind of secret? What's this victory? I got him doing the mental work to find another way to get out of this, to find another way to walk away from this. And he actually finds some victory. He finds victory in the hidden things and the unknown things. There are some things that's hidden and unknown that he could be holding on to. Like I just saw the movie Clue. He's holding on to a clue that could bring some victory so he doesn't look like the head of the situation. He's trying to come out of the Hierophant energy in this. And he knows some things. And there are some things that can come out or be exposed that takes him out of the Hierophant area without doing it to himself. Okay, so let me just tell you what I'm trying to say. This is like an old mob movie or something to me, where the king is trying to make sure that nobody sees him as the king. But he used to be the king, and he was the king, or he is the king, and now he's trying to come out of the king title. Like, I wasn't the connect. So some kind of way, he's trying to prove over the next few months that he wasn't the connect, that he wasn't the king or the leader or the spokesperson of this. He wants to get out of the Hierophant title of this situation. And he want to become, I guess, I don't know, a knight, a page. He want to act like that he was just not a member. He came sometimes. He's connected. He's trying to show himself as not being full time in this situation. So he want to come out as the leader, and he want to show himself as just a piece, or just a connector. Let me look at that one more time. What are these secrets? What is the unknown in these secrets? What is the unknown in these secrets? Possible woman could help him try to get out of this king's position. Yeah. It's meant for a woman to come forward. I got a woman here. Some things is going to be revealed about a woman. It's meant to happen too. So we got this Pisces, or we got this woman that gets exposed in this situation. We're going to see the power or the seduction inside of this situation. And when this thing come forward, it takes him out of the king position. Like, oh, he wasn't the king, but he was still connected. But he's doing everything he can to not be looked at as the hierophant of this situation. I felt some adultery too. Look out for Pisces season. Look out for Pisces. Look out for adulterous woman. It will happen. It's planned to happen. Got this impulse energy, not moving in purpose or with intent. But let's see this. There's something that he spiritually knows about this. What do you know? Something that he knows. He have seen some things in the spirit. He saw this family fall apart. He saw this unhappiness. He saw it all happen. He let it fall apart. He did not save the family. And he hasn't been for a while. He didn't protect the family. He didn't save the family. He let it go. So if I was able to put this in my own words on a situation that I see a husband who was living many type of lives and got into a situation that became bigger than him. He wasn't able to cover it anymore. He wasn't able to solve the problems anymore. And he had received a threat. Something feels threatening. Some kind of way 4 months before it actually happened, he knew that it was over and this is what it was going to be. He even knew that it could have been more than that. And from that day, he went into lawyer mode on his own situation, on his own case before it became a case. He's been acting like a lawyer 4 months before he lost his wife in his own situation. And he has worked this idea and he has worked this thing out so many different ways in his head, just in case whatever head came out, he'll be prepared for it. And then it just feels like he takes his finger and pushes the button and drop a nuke on the whole freaking family. That's what it feels like. His behavior's caught up to him. He's in the whole situation as the king or the leader or the hierophant, and now all he want to do is be, I don't know, connected or far away from it. Okay? So he saw this happening. He knew this was happening. He know what's happening. And the more he unthaws, the more he'll be able to feel what's happening. But I do have him stand in the hat of the lawyer the entire process. I don't know who the hell Alex is. I know he's a lawyer. I know nothing else about him. And I know he knows how to moonwalk. I know he knows how to move backwards. That I know he knows how to do. I know that he knows how to take a rope like a cowboy and throw it on the building and knock it down on himself and be able to, use geometry to center it so perfect that he only gets a broken arm. I know he knew how to make this fall in a way that could hide him and protect him at the same time. So there you have it. Sure, as much, much more as time go on. But thank you all for listening. If you would like for me to upload a video with your favorite celebrity, all you got to do is text me an email, send your donation with your questions, and I'll be happy to assist you. Bye-bye.